Hi, Dave from road.cc here. Now, it's a bit of a different 6 of the best this week. We're at the Core Bike Show, just outside Silverstone, and obviously we're looking around for cool new stuff, and we're going to show you the things that we've found. So if you've got any questions about any of the products that we've found, any of the bikes that we've seen, ask them in the comments below, we'll get them answered to you. So without further ado, let's go and look for some cool stuff. Follow me. Okay, well, you might not have heard of HJC, but if you've been watching the Tour Down Under, then you'll know that Andre Greipel has been wearing this helmet and he's won 2 stages with it. This is the HJC Furion. Now, HJC are a South Korean company. They're not well known for bike helmets, but they've been in the motorbike market since the 1970s, and they've got a big share of the market in that. So this is their first foray into cycling. This is the Furion. There's a few things to note about it. The first is that it's really light. So you normally expect an aero helmet to be a bit heavier than a standard vented helmet. In fact, the opposite is true here. This aero helmet in a small size is only 190 grams, which is 20 grams lighter than their Ibex, which is their road helmet. So it's super light, it feels super light. It's got an interesting venting system which they brought from their motorbike helmets. So like a lot of aero helmets, there's some big vents at the front and they channel air through, and it comes out of exhaust ports at the back. But there's also a vent, I don't know if you can see this, in either side here. These pull air through, and the Venturi effect pulls the air, the hot air, out of the helmet, out of a little exhaust port here, pulls it into this flow, and vents it out that way as well. So there's extra venting of the hot air in the helmet. It's a really interesting lid. It comes with another set of pads as well. You get 2 in the box, so a thick one and a thin one to adjust the fit. You can adjust the vertical fit of the cradle here as well, and obviously you've got the standard adjustment dial on the back. So yeah, really interesting lids, coming soon, and already being worn by Lotto Soudal. There we go, HJC Furion. So, electric road bikes, there's been a lot of talk about whether that's going to be a big thing, what's coming. One thing we do know is that we're seeing more and more of them, and this is a new one. This is the Fantic Paso Jow, £4,999, not cheap, but it's a full carbon frame and fork, SRAM force, 1x with discs, and it's got the Fatsuo motor. So this is a German-made motor. It has a gearbox in the bottom bracket here. The motor and the battery are both removable, so you can pull all of that out, fit a cover where they are, and then you just have a standard road bike, and the gearbox only adds about 1 kilo to the weight of the bike. It's not an especially heavy bike, even with a motor and the battery in it, it's about 13 kilos, but if you drop the motor and the battery out and ride it as a normal bike, that will drop it down to about 10, so very usable weight. This bike's running a SRAM 1x system, so we've got a 44 tooth chainring at the front, what looks like an 11 to 42 at the back, so that will give you a really good range of gears for the hills, and obviously if you're on the hills you're getting a helping hand as well, so that's brilliant. The system's controlled by this little unit here. You get 3 different levels of power, and it'll tell you what your battery life is like, so you can eat your battery out for a longer ride. Bikes like this, they're designed to be a helping hand when you need it, so it's not a full power e-bike. In terms of the actual power of the motor, it's about 55 Newton meters, and the more powerful motors go up to kind of 75, 90, some of them up to nearly 100. So it's not the most powerful motor, but it's not designed to be a full power e-bike. It's designed to be a bike that you can ride all day and then just turn the motor on, give yourself a helping hand if you're tired or if there's a particular hill that you need a helping hand up. So an interesting bike, not cheap, but you know, bikes aren't cheap, are they? So that's the Fantic Paso Jow. £4,999, coming soon to the UK. So we're here at the Fosi stand, and this is their new Cavasso, and as you can see, it's 4 bikes in one. So we can probably stop our 6 of the best here, but we're just going to do it as one. So this is a new carbon frame and fork that Fosi have made, and it's designed to be super versatile. So this is pretty much an example of where versatile road bikes are going. So there's plenty of room for, these are 38mm tyres and mud guards. You can run it with 27.5 wheels as well. Get a 1.9-inch tyre in there. So quite a big tyre, good enough for off-road, good enough for gravel and adventure, kind of bike packing. But it's also really super versatile in terms of what you can put on it. So proper mud guard mounts at the back here for a rack to fit 25 kilos of load on there. We've got rack mounts here as well. You can put 15 kilos on the front, and obviously, like you can see here, you can fit mud guards. And it's just a really super versatile bike. It's a standard threaded bottom bracket here as well, so that's really easy to fix and repair. All internally routed, and as you can see, it's disc only. So this bike is the commuter version. This is fitted with the 105 hydraulic levers. The rest of the group set is Tiagra, and it's 1649 as you can see it here. And Fosi will be offering this bike in this build and also in the other 3 builds as well. They're all at slightly different price points, and you can have the frame and fork as well for $899 on its own and build it up however you want it. So that's the Fosi Cavasso, coming soon to a bike shop near you. So in winter, when you're out and about on your road bike, it's good to have a bit of extra visibility, get yourself seen. And Fabric have come out with this great idea for a light. This is called the Lumaray. It's a little 30 lumen front light there. It's got 4 modes, high, medium, low and flashing. It'll run for up to 7 hours on the flashing mode. And it's really simple to fit. All you do is take your Garmin off your quarter turn mount there. It's got a quarter turn on the bottom, and then it's got another one on the top. Stick your Garmin on top and you're good to go. Fantastic, it's out of the way. It's probably aerodynamic, who knows? And it's easily micro USB rechargeable and run for up to 7 hours, cost you just £28. So it's a really nice little solution for getting a bit of extra light on your road bike at the front there.
So indoor training, obviously a really big growth area in cycling at the moment. There's a lot of different players in the market, and BeCool have been in the market for some time. They've got their own portal which you can do video training on. You can do the velodrome, you can race against other people. And they've got a selection of trainers, and this is their new one. This is the new BeCool Air. It's their first direct drive trainer. It can generate up to 2,000 watts of resistance. It can simulate a slope up to 20%. And as you can see, it's got this really big, wide frame here, and that's because it's articulated in the middle. So if you get out of the saddle on this bike and move it around, you can see that you can move the bike around, and you get more of a realistic ride feel when you're getting out of the saddle doing some climbing drills. And it feels really good. It's got a nice big flywheel in, and the road feel is very good. And obviously it's a smart trainer, so it's controllable via an app. You can run it with Zwift, you can run it with Trainer Road, you can run it with BeCool's own app that we're using here. It's really good. It's going to be available in mid-February. I'll start going uphill. This is where it's going to start getting hard. And yeah, you'll see it in the shop soon, so look out for that.
Now, if you've read our road.cc Bike of the Year this year, then you know that the 3T Strada was our Bike of the Year. That's an aero road bike optimised for 28mm tyres, which people are now claiming are faster and more aerodynamic. And this is a new road bike optimised for 28mm tyres. This is the Oro Venturi. It's a brand new frame from Oro. It's obviously a lightweight aero frame, an aero disc frame, weighs 985 grams. It's made from Sigmatech checkerboard carbon. You can't really see it here, but in the other room there's a rideable sample. We'll show you a shot of that, show you what the layout looks like. Very interesting bike. So optimised for 28mm, comes with 28mm tyres, 2 axles front and rear, and this one's running a Shimano Ultegra mechanical group set. This build will be £2,600. You'll also be able to get it with Ultegra DO2 for £3,300, and there's a no expense spared Dura-Race DO2 version as well for £5.5 grand. But yeah, looks like a really interesting bike. It's another one that's going with the trend for bigger tyres, and we'll see where that goes in the next year. So that was our 6 of the best from the Core Bike Show. If you've got any questions about any of these products, any of these bikes, just ask them below and we'll try and get them answered for you. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more like this on road.cc. Thanks for watching.